It's your boy Yule.
I'm Margaret.
And this is Can We Talk About It?
Real dramatic
yeah,
with that.
You like that one?
Yeah, I was like, I was shaking. I was like, what's going on?
Well, welcome back, or welcome for the first time.
Yeah. So today we have a special episode. It involved a lot of fan participation. Yes, you are our fans. Thank you. No. We asked people on IG what relationship questions they had for us, really jumping off Yule being a self-proclaimed relationship expert.
Oh, that's how this started?
Yeah.
Well, I am, so
Yeah.
that makes sense.
He's given a lot of great gems over the years, and he is married. So,
Yeah.
I mean, he did something right.
So I beat the gauntlet.
Yeah. So now we are going to impart some wisdom onto you guys and answer the questions that you submitted to us today.
Yes. So
Yeah.
it'll be me, the married man, and this one, living in sin, discussing your relationship questions. Are you ready?
Yes.
Daniel, what's the first question?
How soon is too soon to say I love you?
That is a good question. You want to take this one first, Margaret?
Yeah. I mean, I think that's like a personal preference kind of thing. And I think that, like, I don't think you can put a timestamp on love. When you love someone, you love them. I personally don't rush into saying anything. So I'll feel something, but I won't say it
Anything
right
at all?
away.
You don't say anything to your Marty, just stare at
Like
them
in a partner.
lovingly?
Not lovingly. You don't want to
Okay.
rush into that shit either.
Okay, you're
No. No, I just feel like you can feel something, but if you're not definite on it, you should probably wait to say it anyway. If like, because you don't want to say something and then realize later on that you didn't mean it. So why not wait until you're sure or see that the feeling remains so that it's not maybe something else. But you know what? If you feel it week one, say it, whatever. I know people who've gotten like married after like a month, so.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is relative on the situation, I guess. A lot of people even like are friends before they like start talking officially.
That's true.
And then like, so.
You already love the person.
Yeah, exactly. I have another question in relation to that. Do you think like most people wait for like their significant other to say it, or like, in situations where the girls wait for the guy to say it first, etc.?
Probably like petty people. I'd be doing that.
You be doing that?
Yeah.
All right. I think I've heard that in a lot of situations where like the girl like waits for the guy to say it and doesn't want to be the first one to say it.
I don't think it's just women.
I don't think it's just women either.
Yeah.
I said some situations.
Okay.
But overall, I think what's too early to say I love you is after just the first couple of dates. I think you don't know each other enough to be like, I love you.
I do agree. And actually, I had a situation where like a friend was saying she loved somebody after like a month and a half. And I was like, I don't think you know him yet. And I'm not going to say I was right, but I was right. But she said, you can't really tell me how to feel. And that's also true. Do you know what I'm saying?
They still together?
People no.
So you was right.
I was right.
High five.
But
Let's
it's
go. Good job.
Yeah.
All right.
Heartbreak. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but seriously, like I think people get infatuated with people, and
Yes.
it's very easy to confuse the two.
Right. But people can also sense a connection. And I have had the sensation before of being like, I know, barring any like external circumstances, I will love this person. And that has been accurate.
Okay. Yeah.
And I've had
like
that
you
very
can feel like
soon.
falling. Like
Yes.
is that like the falling?
Or
motion,
even
oh,
like almost within immediately meeting someone, just feeling like I got a really good sense of who they were and being like, if this proves true, if they are the person they appear to be, I will love them.
okay.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
But overall, I guess I think up to you.
All right. But yeah, to answer your question, how soon is too soon? In my opinion, a couple of dates. Because I just don't. I think you should say I love you when you feel like you know that person.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Why do women preach for monogamy, but when we marry them, they don't want to have sex as often?
Do you preach for monogamy?
I mean, preach is like a strong word. I
So, yes.
like monogamy in my relationships, yes.
All right.
Personal preference. But I think a lot of men want monogamy in their relationships too, like in the sense of they don't want the person they're with fucking anybody else. It's like it's a weird thing because if two people want monogamy, then it's not like one person. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I thought that question was a little bit weird. No offense. The person who asked.
All right.
The person who asked said that was a big topic in like a Facebook group about marriages, which I thought was interesting, like for men who are married.
Oh.
So y'all be having these incognito Facebook groups where you talk shit. That's basically what I got from that.
I have no idea what group you're talking about, but add me to it,
Yeah.
person. I want to see what this group is paying for. But I think, like you said, I think it's both. Like, everyone preaches monogamy because, especially in dating today, like, unless you have a monogamous relationship, which is super rare. I mean, like, relationship where you're not monogamous, exactly, which is super rare. Everyone wants an exclusive, like, one-on-one type relationship.
Even if they want to be stepping out, most people who are in a monogamous relationship who don't have an understanding with their partner don't want their partner stepping out, man or woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think saying like, oh, things like die down after the marriage, or like, they don't have sex as often, is interesting, because I think that might be the case with relationships even outside of marriage, is because like you get comfortable, like when you first like, find somebody, or and you both are sexually attracted to each other, initially it's not going to be the same it is in 10, 15 years. Like it's like that spark doesn't never die. Like, you learn to love them in different types of ways and stuff like that, but sex might not be the priority anymore. Like, it's building together, it's doing other stuff. But yeah, like,
deeper
sex.
love, no dick.
But yeah, I think that's really it. So to answer your question, because
I also don't think it's exclusively women. Like, not for nothing, but a lot of my female friends who have been in long-term relationships have said that they wish they had more sex with their partners who are men. You know what I mean? So I just think it's like, it could
and in
be
the comments,
one
we've
or both
listed
people.
all of their @names, so you can now slide into those DMs. No, we didn't do that, but sorry. But I agree. I think it's a two-way street for sure.
Would any of you forgive a friend who fucked your ex-fuck buddy, did not ask for permission?
Did not ask for permission to sleep with your fuck buddy.
Yeah, not a person you were, I guess, serious about. I would think it's gross a little bit. I like, if I find out that someone has hooked up with one of my friends, I'm like turned off by them. I can't find them like attractive. I don't know what it is. I'm like, not even out of loyalty. I just,
that's what it is. It's standards.
There we go. If someone did it to me, I think I would feel disrespected and just like, ew. I don't think I would necessarily cut them off. Do you know what I'm saying? I would just move different around them. I wouldn't trust them anymore.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I think so. It's like weird territory, because like, especially if someone pursued an ex of yours, it's totally different. It's a whole different scenario. It's like, oh yeah, like that's not something you ever want to do. Once you're like really close friends with somebody, it's like, all right, you don't pursue any of my exes, anything like that, because there's literally billions of people on this earth, and why the fuck are you touching the one that?
How would you feel if they asked you, like they were like, can I like shoot my shot with your ex, and you say no, and they respect it, maybe.
That's happened to me. I was like, oh yeah, sure, shoot your shot, and then never talk to them again.
Right, because even the question is a little.
Yeah, but in terms of the question though, it's asking like, fuck buddy, and even though you have like, a sexual relationship with this person, you can't be mad if this person like wants to date somebody else.
No,
it doesn't have to be your friend to be real.
No.
But again, I think I would find it weird that like, your friend wants to be Eskimo buddies or whatever the fuck else you want to call it. It's a little gross.
Yeah.
But so are they asking if we would?
Yes. What would you do? Would you like?
Oh, what would I do?
Stop talking to the person, or
I don't
dead
think
them?
I would cut that person off. Again, I think there's levels.
But you would dead someone for asking the question about an ex, but not for actually fucking and not telling you about like an ex friends with benefits.
Oh, without asking permission.
That's the stipulation that they don't ask.
Oh yeah, it's the permission part that.
Right, exactly. It's disrespectful. Yeah.
Yeah, knowing that you live with that person.
I don't think I would dead someone, because it would just be like, I'd be like over this person who I really wasn't invested in, but the friendship would completely change. Like, you'd not be a close friend. You'd be someone I chill with sometimes, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I liked you enough. If you were fun. We could go to the club, whatever, but.
Is it possible for a relationship to work if our friends and family don't like you?
I've never had that experience because I am a joy to everybody I meet. So, no, okay, but jokes aside, I don't know. I've actually never had that happen. And I try not to, frankly, bring the people I date too much around my parents because my father doesn't like any man.
Well,
He'd be finding problems. So.
I mean, you be picking them terribly, so makes sense. I would say, what's the question?
Is it possible for Jesus Christ? Okay.
All right. No, go ahead.
Is it possible for a relationship to work out if like your family or their family doesn't like you or doesn't like them or whatever?
I think yes, because I've been in that situation before.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened?
I had an ex-girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
Whose mom did not like me.
Why?
Because I was black. No.
Are you dead?
I'm joking. She was also black. The mom was also black. But it was one of those things where it was kind of because I was black and I used to have braids. And I think my appearance was like, black kid with braids. Yeah, like too
black.
She's like, yeah, he has braids or whatever. Thinking like that kind of put the image in her head that I have my shit together.
Must be slanging cocaine with them braids, with those Pusha T braids. No.
By the end of that relationship, like when things had fizzled and we did see eye to eye and we broke up. Her mom loved me, and actually,
that's crazy.
Was more a fan of me than her own daughter, to be quite honest. And
wow.
That's the truth.
That's crazy.
But it can work out. People just have to be more mature enough to kind of figure that out,
Yeah, I do think it depends on your relationship with your family. You know what I mean?
Agreed. And it also depends on the reason that your parents don't like that person.
That is facts, yeah.
Like, if that person, cheated on you or did something, or they know that person's,
trash.
Into, nefarious activities. They'll be like, okay, I don't like this person for this reason. And
yeah.
Thanksgivings are going to be awkward at best.
Yeah.
So.
I do think you can navigate it. Yeah, I think
it
it does depend.
Yeah.
But you can navigate it.
Good question.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference between I love you versus I'm in love with you? Are they two separate feelings?
Okay.
They are.
I think so too.
Yes.
But
I love y'all. I ain't in love with either of you. Thanks, Daniel.
I don't
You're
even
great,
love
though.
you.
Yeah. You heard it here first. Margaret's fake as shit. All right. But yeah, that's definitely it. You can have love for somebody, have love for something. Being in love is completely
I think
different.
you could also love somebody romantically, but not be in love. And I think that's even different than having love for somebody. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
I
think there's
agree.
having love, and love.
All right, so what's having love? Having love is
having love is for an ex. You I'll always care about that person. I have love for them, but I'm not.
Okay.
I don't have the feelings.
But you don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love is the precursor to in love, in my opinion. But I will say I use them interchangeably. I've been in love with people, but I'll say I love you as opposed to in love, because in love sounds extra to me and I have intimacy issues. So I'd rather just keep it at a capped. I love you.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's
even
fair.
if inside I'm like, you are my soulmate, but I won't ever say it.
I mean, yeah, I think there are two. Once you're in love with a person, or you guys have decided oh, you were in love, whatever. Saying I love you it means that.
Right.
But just to be clear, there is a very, very thick difference between I love you and I'm in love with you.
I agree.
Because people love pizza. People love inanimate objects. Being in love is means oh, you have a desire to build and grow and do other things with that person. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Don't say I love you just for fun out here, because it is used pretty frivolously in the English language.
It is.
Men playing the victim and blaming you when you did nothing wrong.
What's the question?
What are your thoughts on that?
I think men be gaslighting. Yeah. Yep, I think y'all are emotionally manipulative. I think that's what y'all do.
The way that she said y'all,
but you know what's crazy? I haven't really had that experience with men that I've dated, but I do feel like it's
So you have no basis for evidence.
I feel like it's a socialized pattern of men. I feel like,
that men be playing the victim.
Yeah, a lot.
So you don't think that's a two-way street?
No, I don't.
So you don't think women be playing the victim?
No.
Wow.
Okay, no. I think I think
She couldn't even hold that in for too long.
I think people on both sides play the victim. I feel like men, from what I've observed, gaslight a little bit more than women. Like, men are really good at turning shit on you and making it seem like you're crazy. And this is why I think this, because I think sometimes men do things that we would be called crazy for, like excessively hitting up their ex and like whatever and blah, blah, blah. When a woman does that, you're like, yo, she's obsessed, like blah, 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 she's crazy. And I feel like when men do that to their exes, people are just like, oh, wow, that's like a lot. But they won't call him crazy. You know what I mean? I think women get called crazy all the time, so.
I have a question. Do you think men or women cheat better?
Probably women, because we're smarter.
Yeah. And that's why you're also more gaslighty.
Shut the fuck
Point
up.
made.
Don't turn that shit on me.
No,
Look
no,
at
no.
him
That was
playing the victim. Did
That
you
was
see
it.
that? Did you see that?
That's
how they do it. That's how they do it, ladies. Stay woke.
You see
That's how they do it.
Now you see how she went to the defense mode and is now trying to become the victim and make me.
He brought up a non sequitur, something that had nothing to do with anything.
No, it did.
And now he's using it to make himself the best. Move on. Next
it makes
question.
my point.
Next
that
question.
You can't say that men are more gaslighty when you say that women cheat more or
I
are better
didn't
at
say
cheating,
women cheat
are
more.
better at
You asked
cheating.
who would be better at cheating. But if women cheat significantly less, then does it matter if they're better?
Who said women cheat
I
significantly
didn't.
less?
I'm just throwing it out there.
All right, cool. So then throw it back out there. Throw it away. Throw it away. That's not what we're talking about.
Who do you think
here.
gets forgiven more for cheating?
Women.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Men get forgiven more for cheating.
So you're saying women are dumber because they take back more men?
No. Look at this is literally what the. Okay, fine. Keep proving the point. Look at him. I'm being gaslit.
See? And notice that when
Too
I'm
many-
trying to make points, Margaret tries to talk over me. So let's really think about who's gaslighting who in these situations.
Son, I talk over everybody. I talk a lot.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. We didn't talk over each other till we got to this topic. Yeah. So review the tape.
All right, move on to the next question, because.
How do you feel about dating somebody with kids?
I wouldn't rule it out. I think it's really, really, really hard. And you need to really, really be invested in that person and see like a future with them, or just be completely like cut him. Like, you just there to fuck. Because
Fair. Have you ever dated somebody with kids?
No, but I was dating someone who then found out that they had kids.
Yo, that's so much worse.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I know we've been hanging out for a while, but just found out.
That was kind of what happened. Like, they were conceived according to timeline prior to us beginning to see each other. Nonetheless, they were kids on the way. Plural, they were twins. They were twins.
Wow, congrats.
Yeah, no, it was a blessing.
Congrats on the twins.
But yeah, that was kind of a bit of a curveball.
Okay, I've dated.
I didn't stop seeing him.
Yeah?
Not because of the kids.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, I was out before they were born, though. No stepmommy shit. No, I'm just kidding.
So,
it wasn't because of the kids,
you,
though.
Again, like,
Yeah, especially at my age, I don't think it's so crazy. Like, people, like, I'm 27. People will have kids at 27. Do you know what I mean?
That's
like,
fair.
I'm not going to write it off. But I think it's very hard. And I think that you have to be, like, it has to be, like, a great relationship in every other way. That is an extra hurdle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dated one person with kids.
Yeah?
And that didn't last long.
Was it because of her having kids?
No, it was not. It was because she was insane.
All right, fair.
But she was hot. So that was the thing. I think there's a hotness factor. It's like, oh, how hot is she? Can I still date her? Wow, what a nice mom. No, I'm joking. I think dating someone with kids takes a certain type of person. And there's dating someone with kids, but then there's dating someone with kids seriously. It's like with the intent to grow and whatever. I think there's a lot when you're dating someone with kids originally, because you're not really taking that kid on as your own. Like, when you're dating someone seriously with a kid, you about to have a kid. Like that's about to be your kid.
That's gonna be a kid.
And like people try to deny, be like, yeah, no, that's her kid, and like she has
No.
a father already. Like it's bullshit.
Yeah.
That's gonna be your child.
Yeah.
And at the beginning of a relationship, you know, they don't introduce you as like, oh, this is my, you know, be somebody that's gonna be significant in our life. It's gonna be interesting building up to that point.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you'll date them, you know, and you're like, okay, cool. And there's be that certain point where you meet the kid, and then the kid realizes you're coming over like more often.
Right.
So
And maybe the kid don't fuck with you. Yeah.
personally, I think I would have went that far before I was married.
Yeah.
And dating with someone with a kid, because you have the intention of building, and you know, a lot of people don't want to
Yeah.
build with someone that already has, like, you know.
Yeah, it
kid.
wouldn't be my first choice, to be
It would-
honest.
yeah.
Would you think it would be easier if the kid was younger or if the kid was older? I feel like it'd be easier if the kid is older, because it's like you actually don't have to take on, like you want to have a good relationship with the kid, but depending on how old they are, they might not be like, yeah, you're gonna be my new mommy. Like they're not gonna give a fuck about that. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
you can have less of a like, I literally need to build this bond now. It could be like more of a, you know, we're gonna be like friends, or I'm gonna be like family to you, but like not maybe. You know what I mean? Like I don't have to step up and like be a parent immediately.
It depends on what you want.
Yeah.
I think it depends on like if the older kid is better or younger kid is better. Because if you
You
want to
wanna
like
build a
build your own family, I think it's kind of better if the kid is younger.
Because you can fold that kid into your.
Exactly, into your plans. And if you're like, if the kid is older, that means they probably already went through that cycle. They're
Right.
Like, yo, I don't want to, like, if your kid is 17, they're like, all right, cool, we want to have like our first child now. 17 years later, it's like, bruh, they've been there, done that.
Right.
Like, so, yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's
The other
really it.
thing with kids is you got to keep in mind, generally, depending on circumstances, where there's a kid, there's a baby mama, baby dad. And that's a whole other thing to deal
So
with.
it really honestly just depends on if you can fuck up the baby dad or the baby moms. Like,
Can
if
you
the-
fight? That's the
if-
question. You
if-
throw hands? Like,
If the baby dad is like a drug dealer, like you're just not gonna make it, bro.
Take that
like
out.
it's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
He's gonna boom you.
Yeah.
It's over. So just get out of that situation. But you know, if he can't fight, you know, he like a lawyer or some like regular shit, I feel like you got a chance.
okay. Next question.
Let's hear it.
What do you bring to the table?
Ooh, that's everything, bitch. Like,
Do you not see me? Devilishly good looks.
everything.
Humor.
No.
That's really it. That's all
Yeah,
I got.
I was like, are you going to keep going?
Devilishly good looks and humor. That's it. That's
Do you
it.
think
That's
you're
all
a
I
good
got.
partner?
Yeah, I'd say so.
I think I'm a good partner.
Cool.
Okay.
Let's
That's-
ask our partners now.
Let's not. That's what we bring to the table. We're great.
Ask your partner. Go home tonight, guys. Ask your partner. Do you think I'm a good partner?
What do you think I bring to
and
the table?
depending on the pause that they say before they answer you, depends on if you're a good partner or not. If they take more than 3 seconds to answer, you're probably shit.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this was fun, guys. Maybe we'll do like another question one in the future. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, I think there was some good
nice
questions.
to have your participation.
Thank you for
Yes.
all the great questions. We love and appreciate you, but not like that. We're not in love.
We're
with
not
you.
in love with you.
We just love you.
Or do we just have love
but
for
we
you?
have love for you, but as a friend.
Got it? We like you, but we don't
We
like you
like
like you.
but not like that.
Okay.
I'm married. Relax.
All right, guys. Bye. See you
All
next
right.
time.
Peace.